What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 27 of our Millwall career, and today, a couple of games for you. Last time, if you guys remember, Everton, late wonder strike, took us down in added time, and then a 0-0 with Southampton. We have 4 games here, or 4 games because Newcastle is here again, I guess. Bournemouth, Sheffield, Leicester, Newcastle. And then theoretically, these games here, Wolves, Tottenham, Watford, we got to get some points here. Otherwise, this is going to be a tough year. It's kind of started out rather tough. We're not really creating too much going forward, as Obita is out for 2 to 3 months. He's not really playing. I'm kind of just hoping someone picks him up. Unfortunately, he's kind of on a decent amount of money, so, that's kind of what we're dealing with at the moment. But here we go. Bournemouth. We took 4 points from them last year. Hopefully we can do so again. Do I want to change too much? I think I'm going to start Todorovic to... no, I lied. Romeo's been playing well. Do we want to do anything wild? I don't think so. So we're just going to roll with this and see how this goes. Actually, one more thing I wanted to try, because we haven't been getting goals out of our strikers. We'll see if we can change it, give him what he likes in terms of role, and see if we can grab some goals, because we have not been scoring too many goals. But let's jump into this. It's a pretty decent team here in Bournemouth, and they're very difficult to play on the road. What do we say? Go out there and give the performance the fans can cheer for. Lovely stuff. We'll see. They never do anything for the fans. They never really get excited for anything for the fans when you mention them. But let's see if we can start something off here and, get a good result here. That Everton result was a bit tough. It was really even, and then a late wonder goal. An early start here for Bournemouth. They have the ball on here. Can they get that out? No, it is going to be a corner. 5 minutes in here. We've had most of the ball, but that comes in, and Nathan Anke gets a header onto it with Plazzari. There to hold on to it, and another highlight comes immediately after that. Cook on it, out to Stacey. And here's Stacey now. Has it blocked away. Ammon clears it. Jed Wallace on it now. And can we break the opposite way? Jed Wallace gets it back to Romeo. Do we have something here in Durham? Dowell. Moving the ball around pretty well. There's a decent ball out there to Ammon. What can he do with it? Can he get to the byline? He can get past Stacey just. He gets to Noel, and Noel has his shot from 6 yards away blocked. As we continue to move the ball around, and the highlight does end, and another highlight starts immediately after that into Solanke. Can we get in front of that? We can. I hate those. I hate how asleep your team feels when something like that happens. And another highlight here. This has got highlights galore on it. And Danjuma's in here. He has it blocked. I think what we're going to do is go down to balanced. As Stacey comes in, clips it across Danjuma, and Plazzari again with the save. Needs to relax just a little bit. Plazzari gets it out to Romeo. This highlight isn't going to end here. Cooper and Durham. Wallace. Nicely done. And he races away. Can he cause something here? He gets it to Nolan. Noel goes for goal. Forces a decent save out of the man in goal. And this game has been one long highlight since the 5th minute pretty much, as Cooper heads just over the bar as well. A relatively bright start for both teams, but we have the ball on here. Dowell gets it to Durham. Cooper. How can we move the ball around here? Bakuna gets it to Ammon, and he cuts inside well and goes for goal, and it's just past the post. Not too bad. Or at least we're causing problems too. We haven't been causing too many problems as of late, but for the moment we're causing problems here for Bournemouth as that gets clipped in, headed away, and Solanke's going to pick it up. Frazier's on it, and he slips it right behind to Solanke, and Solanke forces a save. I thought that was going to end up in the back of the net after he seemingly rounded him, but it didn't happen. Can we survive? We're 25 minutes gone, relatively even. They've probably had a few better chances, but we're creating a couple of chances on our own here. Here's in Durham. Cooper plays it all the way back to Plazzari. Now can we move the ball around here a little bit? Manning. And he clips it forward. Ammon's not going to get to that. A bit lazy, that kind of pass. Cook gets it out wide. Cook. As Romeo races forward. And he's taken out. And that's a penalty. It is going to be a penalty by the looks of it. And we are going to have ourselves a chance to take the lead here. Ake receives a yellow card, and this is a big moment here. Can we find the back of the net? It's Manning to take, and he does find the back of the net. Is he our penalty taker? Either way, he scored it, so that'll do. Ryan Manning with the goal, and we've taken a 1-0 lead here. A good finish. Goalkeeper went the right way, didn't get there, and we've taken a lead, 1-0 here on 28 minutes, and that's what we like to see. Very well done. And now we have a goal kick. We do something with it. Dowell gets it across to Bakuna. Jed Wallace, bit of a heavy touch, and Danjuma nicks in. Frazier on it, gets it out, but Romeo does well. And now we're moving the ball around pretty well. And Ammon's away here, and he goes for goal and forces a save there. That strike came at the near post. Fooled me a little bit as Cooper just goes over the bar. And now we're starting to cause problems here. We're out shooting them, out possessing them, but they have a free kick, which started relatively quickly there. That was strange. Can we nick it off Ake here? Not quite. And Cook on it. Danjuma. Romeo with a good tackle, though, and he gets it forward to Knoll. Does hold on to it. Gets it out to Ammon. Blocked away, but Manning picks it up. And now we're holding on to the ball again. We're doing pretty well holding on to the ball. 57% possession. A bit direct from Bournemouth. Has caused us a few problems, but we're causing more at the moment. And the ball's being moved forward nicely. Here's Jed Wallace on it now, and he sneaks by. And he gets to the byline, slips it in, and Dowell. Oh, that's a really, really good save from Ramsdale. A really, really good save. That looked a goal. A really good save. But we're really starting to rack up the shots and the chances now. As we approach halftime, we're getting relatively close, but they have a throw. Jack Stacey's on the sideline, and Durham on it here, gets it to Plazzari, back out. A very strange pass, but we'll take it. Very calm out of the back, I suppose. They were calmer than I was. Romeo. Now can we do something while they only have 10 men on the pitch? That gets clipped out to Ammon. Oh, that was where Jack Stacey was, but he's back on the pitch. Now can we do something here? Manning and Cooper playing a dangerous game. And Manning keeps putting the passes into not so great spots. And that's not what I like to see. But Ammon's on it now. Back to Manning, who's seeing a lot of the ball. Bakuna gets it out wide. Jed Wallace, that's what we like. A little bit more direct as that gets clipped in and Knoll scores. He's grabbed another, his second of the season. It's a 2-0 lead now, just before halftime. A perfect time to score. And an excellent time to grab our double there. It's a really good ball out from Bakuna. And Jed Wallace does so well. Keeps it up, and that's a good cross in. And Knoll with the headed finish. He's grabbed a goal on pressing forward. So we'll see if that's something we should keep moving forward. But we do get to halftime with a 2-0 lead. And that could put us in a really good spot here with a win. But obviously we want to collect as many points as possible. But I don't want to be in a relegation fight. I don't want to be uncomfortable all year long. Ammon comes inside. He's doing well here. Flipped inside, Dowell. This is just the opening highlight, but of course, we live in hope. And there it is. Jack Stacey still struggling a little bit on that right-hand side. And they have a goal kick, and it's clipped out. And Jed Wallace, it looked like he was going to get that, and Danjuma just goes right by Romeo. That gets clipped into the middle. Solanke gets a header on, but Plazzari holds on to it. And time is ticking away quickly in the second half, but we do have a corner. Ammon to take. Puts it right to Ramsdale. And now they have a goal kick. It's clipped forward, and we're really going to let Frazier go in between 4 of them and collect that. That is so ridiculous. Lerma on it. They're moving it around. I'm going to be annoyed if we concede here. Really, really am, as Danjuma goes close. Jesus. Do we swap anything out just yet? I don't think so. I think we're causing problems all over the pitch. I really don't want to change too much. We're doing really, really well at the moment. As time continues to tick, we may move Ammon off in a little bit because he's got fitness, or he's the worst fitness-wise, I suppose. But he's been causing problems today too, as time is ticking and ticking. We haven't done too much in this second half, but at the moment, still holding firm. Here's Cooper. Lazari. There's only 13 minutes to go here. Another goal would surely kill this off. But of course, a goal for Bournemouth would wake them up for the final 13 minutes. As that gets forward to Wallace, though, and Wallace is coming forward, gets it to Nolan. It's blocked away and cleared to Caicedo. Here's Boga. Are they going to come back the other way? They are not. All right, so let's make that change. After this highlight, I suppose. Romeo on it. Wallace does well. Is that going to be a penalty again? It is a penalty, and it's Ake again. Can we end this game right here? It's Manning to step up, and Manning does end it. That's game over. Ryan Manning with his second goal today, of course. We're going to get Durham off. We'll put Heinemann there, I guess, for the moment. And we'll get Ammon off and get Grosicki some time. But 2 penalties, a good goal. We caused plenty of problems going forward. We'll praise the lads. A very good performance, and it's going to leave us with a big 3 points and another win over Bournemouth. 2 out of 3 tries now, 7 points. Bournemouth have been good to us in that sense. And we haven't been scoring goals. At the end of this episode last time, we changed a few things, and it seems to have, well, this episode, or this game at least, it did it did the trick, as we beat Bournemouth handily, 3-0 in the end. A very, very good performance. Just blow the whistle, put them out of their misery, ref. Ake with a poor day. 2 penalties conceded. Excellent job, everybody, all across the board. That is a big result for us. They're well ahead of us too. Well, to start the season, of course, but there always seems to be a pretty decent team, Bournemouth. Quality possession, very well done from everybody. Manning, of course, 2 penalties. I'm gonna check that in just a moment. Our first win in 6, though we had 3 other points in there. It's just this one is so annoying, that Everton one. Set piece takers. Nope, I lied. Penalties. Ryan Manning is the penalty taker. Alright, that works. That's alright. If he's going to, I mean, he put them both by last time out, so not upset by it or anything. We can go forward a couple of days before we take a look at what the Premier League table looks like, as Sheffield United move up 3 spots, so they must have won their game over this weekend here. Southampton beat Stoke. Sheffield United did win. They beat Watford. Not too bad. So let's take a look at where we are. That moves us up to 13th. We're 3 points ahead of the relegation zone for the moment, but there are a few teams in between us. If we can get a good result here against Sheffield, that'll put us in a nice spot. But let's jump forward to it. We'll jump right on into the Sheffield game. Alright, here we are. Millwall, Sheffield. We're getting ready, and as you can see, we've had a heck of a week in terms of injuries and other things. Ben Thompson's got food poisoning. Aidan O'Brien, 3 to 6 weeks, sprained his ankle ligaments. Polinia, only out for about a week. Twisted knee. Bakuna, only out another week or so. And then Cooper is suspended. So, yeah, we have got a lot of changing out to do. Cooper will go out, and Finley will come in, and then we will move Hutchinson onto the bench, And then Polina will go out. Todorovic can come in. And then what do we've got here in midfield? Bakuna can come out. Hinman can come in. I am going to bring Thompson onto the bench. I know he's not 100% fit, but it's not like a fitness thing. He's just food poisoning. So I think if need be, he can play. Yeah, and this is kind of what we're dealing with. We're going to bring Bradshaw onto the bench for Kikas. And because we're kind of rocking and pressing forward right this moment, so we'll see if Bradshaw can also fit into that. But yeah, a lot of changes needing to be made, but hopefully it doesn't hinder us too much, and we can get something anyway out of this game here. Millwall and Sheffield, a pretty big game in terms of how our season needs to go. We need to put good performances here. Go out there and pick up where you left off. A lot of them are happy with that. Let's let them know that we believe in them. Go out there and make a difference. A couple players, nothing specific noted. Finley, of course. Why not, pal? You're new to the club. Why would you? Now, what do we do here? Do we go a little bit tighter in with 5 at the back? Ammon, can he get there? Not quite, as that goes out for a goal kick. We'll have to see if that causes problems going forward. They're 5 at the back, or can we tighten up the formation a little bit, get a little bit closer, and see if we can cause problems in around the center backs? We'll have to see as this goes forward. But less highlights than the last game, that is for sure. We're 11, 12 minutes in here, and there's a whole lot of nothing so far. 1 shot all game. 1 shot apiece now. Now I kind of want to see what this is. So we are playing a little bit. We are playing fairly narrow. Let's shorten the passing here and see if we can do a little bit of something that way. Kind of shrink it and play in the middle of the park there. Here's Noel. Gets it into Ammon. And Ammon, can he do something here? Clips it across and almost finds somebody. It gets cleared out. Romeo, let's not lose it here. I could just feel the big touch coming there for a moment. Didn't happen, but that's a poor ball across. Musette on it now. And here comes Sheffield United. It gets clipped in. It's a good ball across. Teo's on it. And it's headed to Plazzari. Not what we want to see. But now we have a throw-in. Can we cause problems from it? Comes back out to Romeo. Bednarak. Back across. Finley. Wallace gets it in. And here's Noel. And he goes for goal. Tough angle that. But couldn't quite get it to where he wanted it, I assume, and just over the top there, but we are on top of it that time. That normally doesn't work that way, but we've done it that time. Here's Manning, gets it into Hinman, and here's Ammon now. And now we're pushing forward here, and Ammon goes for a goal, and it's a poor effort, really. This is a tough one. Beating 5 teams with 5 at the back are a little bit tough. They're on it here, but that is not cleared well enough as that gets out to Baldock. Can we nick it off him? Gets clipped across, and Teo's on it, and it's in the back of the net, and it's these wingbacks that are causing problems. What if we play wider, work ball into the box, pass into space, and then defensive width needs to be wider. I kind of just want to try and see if we can take those places here, but I think what I'm also going to do is, actually, I'm just going to keep it that way, but move him back, be asymmetrical, and see if we can get a player in behind the 2 midfielders as Finley gets really, really close to equalizing. Now we have a throw. Romeo on it. Dowell gets back to Romeo here. Romeo does well to skip on by, and Romeo keeps going. It's come back to Noel, and Noel scores again. Romeo doing a lot of the hard work there. Noel finishing off the rebound. And we've leveled it up just like that. We're back on level terms, as we would continue to say. But this is a good run by Romeo. He just cuts inside, gets to the byline, has a shot at goal. It's a decent save, but it comes right back to Noel to poke home. And 2 goals in 2 games today for Noel in that pressing forward kind of role, which is good. Now let's see if the tactic can cause some more problems. By the looks of it, it's doing okay. They haven't had a shot since, and I think that has helped by what we're doing, but We still need to do a little bit more. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. Hinman not playing too well. Jed Wallace either. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to have to deal with it and move forward. Here's Finley, Dowell. And I forgot that was the half highlight there. Now let's see if we get a real highlight here and cause some problems. Here's Dowell on it now. Ammon does so well, and he goes for goal, though, and it's blocked away. He gets back to it. And what's going on here? It's a free kick. Are we going to get to see this free kick? It looks like it, as Ammon stands over it. Pulls it into the box, and Finley, I thought he might get to that for a moment. Is there more to this highlight? It gets out to Ammon. And he goes for goal. Oh, what a strike. Jonathan Ammon, he's tried that a couple times today. But he has found it there. It's a lovely finish. A great goal from the winger. Hasn't scored since the early parts of the season, but he's been playing pretty well today, causing problems, and that is a great goal. A brilliant finish. And it's 2-1 here, and we've turned it around, and that is what we want to see. But there is a highlight right from the kickoff. Not something we exactly want to see. Swampy coming forward. Out to Baldick, and he goes for goal. He's finished that. Oh, God. It's 2-2. Oh, come on. One wonder strike. Hit back to another. Not what we wanted to see. We have that defend wide. I would have liked a little... Well, he's been pulled inside there, I suppose. It's a really good goal. And 2-2, just like that. 2 goals in the same minute, pretty much. Not what we want to see. We are going to take Hinman off and bring Ben Thompson on, I think. Hinman not playing too well in that spot. He doesn't play too well in that spot. Unfortunately, he's third fiddle really behind his actual playing position. And we have a free kick here. Ammon to take. He clips it in. And Bednarek, oh, just outside the post there. Very, very close. And now we have a corner. Finley's been getting on the end of these, but it's Thompson this time. It's messed around, and Bednarek has actually fired that in. I was waiting for the offside flag to happen. It never did. Bednarek gets his first goal in Millwall colors, but this swings in, and Thompson gets a header on. It's just floating around there. It's O'Connell, really. Not O'Connell. The man standing in front of O'Connell brings it right back. Are we going to concede off the goal we just scored twice in a row now? That gets out to Theo, but we get onto it. Romeo gets it to Wallace. Now, can we go the other way? A quick fire double to put us in control here as Jed Wallace has a smack and is blocked away and out for a corner. A lot of goals in this game, but we're playing better. We've been much better since the change, or the tactical change. Ammon to take. He swings it in. Finley getting close to it again, lurking. Ammon on it. And Ammon, can he do something here? Bednarek now. Moving the ball around nicely. Ammon, and he getting a little bit trigger happy after scoring earlier. Another set piece. We're causing them all sorts of problems. As it gets clipped, it's floating around on the floor. And Jed Wallace has that blocked off, seemingly blocked off the line there. And Ammon's on it. He swings it across. Jed Wallace can't quite get to it. And Fleck moving out. Comes back to O'Connell. It was O'Connell originally who caused the problem. I thought for a moment that might have been the goalkeeper. It was O'Connell earlier. As Balotelli has scored for Norwich. Now they have a throw-in. Moving the ball around. Here's Norwood. Someone step up and not let him have a shot. And Plazzari has to make the save. That's poor defending. That man right there. Just let him walk into that spot. And O'Connell's going to get the header there, but Plazzari with the save. As it's 13 minutes to go, another goal would obviously be great. Kind of make us a little bit more comfortable here. Hasn't happened just yet. I'm going to bring fresh legs on the right. Jed Wallace hasn't been firing on all cylinders. We're going to bring Gosicki on for the last 5 minutes here. See if we can get a little bit more pace. Ammon's getting tired, but he's been so good today. I don't want to take him off. Here's Dowell. Manning. Gets it to Durham. Have a shot. Oh, he wasn't going to have one. Ben Thompson and Durham. He had plenty of space for a shot, too. Ammon. We get it back, and he can. Here's Ammon now. Swings it across. Krasicki, a little bit far. Back to Romeo. We're moving the ball around. That gets clipped, and it's Ammon. Thought he was going to have a shot. Manning. Ben Thompson, he goes for goal. It's a great finish. I was waiting for shots. They never came in. It eventually does. It's 4-2, and that really should do it. We're going to go down to balanced here, but this is a good finish, as it eventually falls to a man who takes a shot, and when the shot comes in, it's a lovely one at that. A good finish, down to balance. That should kill this game off. 4 minutes to go, and we have a 4-2 lead, and we're going to collect 6 points today. You know, that tough one at Bournemouth is a good result, and then a result here that we really, you know, should be looking to get at this stage. But we did get it, and that's what we want to see. A couple tactical changes in there that have really saved us a bit. As Krasicki gets across, Noel has a couple shots blocked. He's had a couple goals today as well, but a very, very good result. We scored 7 goals today also. We really weren't scoring goals last time round. We made those changes at the end of last episode, and they look like they've worked. As we go ahead and grab 2 wins today, score 7 after scoring so few last time around. We can take a look at it in a moment, exactly what had been happening, but 2 very big wins for us. Quality of possession, excellently done. Ammon, once again, playing relatively well, isn't he? Tuazi hasn't been scoring goals over there. I just kind of want him to get better. His form isn't good or anything like that, but this isn't exactly a good team, but he is playing, so we'll see. Hopefully we caught him at the end of the month kind of thing. And, you know, that is just a... hopefully he's going through that bug. Well, it's not really a bug, but if you overgrow... A player grows too much during a month, at the end of the month, they shave off 0.01 or 0.02 points from everything to balance it all out. And hopefully he's just going through that, and we happen to pick up on that particular moment in time. But as you look at the table, we're up to 10th after 10 games, 12 points. Now we're 4 points ahead of the relegation zone, a big 6 points. If we didn't pick up any points today, we'd be in the relegation zone. But we've picked up 6, and Everton down here in the relegation zone makes that loss a little bit more annoying that we dealt with last time. But you know, we have to deal with it as we go forward. Liverpool 6 points ahead and running away at the moment. But let's take a look before these 2 games here. We had 1 against Everton, 0. 1 against Huddersfield. 1 against Brighton, 0-0. You know, we went through a portion of time there where we weren't scoring any goals, and then we score 7 today. A really, really, really good result, and a really good set of results today that can help us out. What we are going to do is we are going to rest some of these lads. I would like, next episode, we are going to do the Carabao Cup, a win against Newcastle, and we move on into the quarterfinal. So I kind of want to take this a little bit seriously. But next episode, we're going to go down the list, and we're going to continue to go down the list until Liverpool, I think, and then we'll skip forward and, you know, see. If we're starting to get safe, then our jumps will be a little bit heavier. But for now, we're going to continue to go down the list, and we'll play Newcastle and Leicester next time out, guys. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for more, and peace.